kittens, good morning. We got a special guest driver this morning. I told you guys at the end of yesterday's video that I got bit by a hornet. Dawn says it was actually a yellow jacket.
Yeah. Poor thing.
And it bit me right in my hairline, just above my hairline, actually in my hair area.
Poor thing.
But what's happened is all the fluid, all the swelling is in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I look a sight this morning. Pretty scary, actually.
No, it's not scary at all.
My left eye's almost sealed shut.
She's no longer symmetrical.
Yeah, so I don't feel like I can see good enough to drive safely this morning. So Dawn, I'm gonna go.
Really
my peripheral's really bad. Yeah, the left eye, it's barely open. Yeah. Let's just be honest about it. I'm gonna try I'm gonna try not to be on camera today because I think that's a picture the internet can live without. Looking over at sheets to the left of us this morning, gas here is $2.37 per gallon. So, you know, we haven't really sustained any long-term gain because of whatever that was that happened.
The attack on Saudi Arabia's production facility by somebody in the Middle East.
Yeah, it went up a little bit here for a while, but not long-term. We're making good time this morning. We got out of the house on time. Traffic is about normal so far. Looks like we might see the sun here in a few minutes. Just a little color starting in the sky. So there was a tweet yesterday from a George Konjovic to Elon. He said, any news regarding upgrade for MCU1 cars? Still no karaoke for my 2017 Model X. Never mind Sentry mode or, you know, dash cam stuff. But yeah, karaoke. I'm missing karaoke too because I sing in the car all the time. Of course, I already know most of the words, but I digress. Elon said, and simple response, working on it. You know, we will jump on that just the second Raleigh service is able to do that upgrade and can fit us in. All right, tell the story.
Okay, so, you know, Elon is working on the MCU2 upgrades, and thank you, Elon. If you please come through on that, I'll be glad to pay you some money on that. And it gets back to I would hope he would take this opportunity to come up with a methodology or a strategy on how he can upgrade these MCUs in all cars, because even the 2.5 or whatever you want to call the cars that are shipping today, these things are supposed to last a really long time. They're going to need new MCUs in a couple years, because the MCUs in the Model 3s today, my understanding is the games don't have enough storage, and you'll have to swap out. The games you play will be loaded into memories, and the games you won't will be have to be downloaded again from the internet or something. The point is, I never quite understood why manufacturers are always so tight with memory. I guess it goes back to, it must be, for lack of a better way to say it, these old farts who must still be running this, because when I first started with IBM, the very first MES I ever put on, I assisted in upgrading the 158, the 370 158 from a whole 1.5 meg to 2 meg. In other words, we added a half a meg, not a half a gig, a half a meg, 512 kilobytes. We added that to the 158, and we did it super cheap. It was $90,000 for a half a meg.
Hey, at least RAM prices are still up.
And back in those days, I understand why you didn't throw an extra half a meg of memory on your computer. But my God, what's the wholesale cost price between a 256 gig chip and a 512 gig chip? What? $2? I mean, you're spending $1,000 for the thing, so you're going to worry about the $2 memory chip you're going to put in it? I just don't understand. Makes no sense.
So I got an email from TeslaFi yesterday afternoon because I have it configured to send me emails of this type. Software version 2019.32.12.1 was just detected on a Tesla Model 3 long-range dual motor with autopilot 2.5 hardware in Massachusetts, United States. The highest previous version was 2092.32.11.1, which is what Ruby is on. You were alerted per your settings on TeslaFi.com. So, I expect we're all going to be getting another update here sometime in the next week. Well, there's downtown this morning. What's our temperature? 57. Some reason I wasn't as chilly today as the other day. I guess there's probably no wind today. The air is kind of still. We got Johnny dropped off and we're headed back home now. I'm introducing Dawn to some of my morning Pokemon stops.
Yep, she's doing good, but I've got coffee left, so everything's good.
It's easy to be patient when you have coffee.
Even when I have coffee, I can be patient.
I had Dawn let me out here at the Garner Walmart. I guess this is one of the Christmas toys this year, a pretend gas pump. Personally, I think it should be a pretend charging station. This one even has windshield washer fluid or cleaning, you know, wand there on the back. Wow. When you find them in the bin like this, nobody's been through them yet. I found one red Model 3 and 3 blue pre-facelift Model S. You know, a girl can get used to this kind of service. I like driving my car, but I like chauffeur service with the Tesla too.
Hey, pretty girl.
Hey. I don't think anybody looked at me. I managed not to make eye contact with anyone. While I was in Walmart, Don was doing what you would have expected him to be doing. He was listening to podcasts and reading about, tech stuff. And apparently yesterday, or this week at least, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to John B. Goodenough. Yeah, that's really his last name. M. Stanley Whittingham and Akira Yoshino for their research in improving lithium-ion battery technology.
Yeah.
And it says in the news release that they revolutionized our lives with these batteries. And of course, we have these batteries in our Tesla, so you know, some formula of them, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was made aware of John Goodenough probably 4 or 5 years ago at least by Jack Ricard on his show. He talked about the early developments of the lithium-ion battery and some of those things. And then last year, you may have remembered, Goodenough was in the news when he and his team at University of Texas Austin came up with the solid-state lithium-ion battery, or some type of an improvement in solid-state batteries. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the gentleman, he's 97 years old, he'll be able to travel to Sweden to get his medal. I mean, that's just got to, like, you know, pick him up big time. I mean, perk him up. At least it would me.
So it's recommended that every couple of years you get the septic tank cleaned.
This is the original honey pot.
Yeah. No, not. So today's our lucky day.
Yeah.
Hey, Donnie.
Oh, my girl. Poor kitten. I feel for you, sweetie.
Yeah, whatever picture you would imagine of how swollen my face is would not actually match the swelling. I assure you, it's worse than you could. Right where I got bit, up on my you know, hairline in the front here by my forehead, it's not swollen at all, and all of the swelling has gone down.
To our eyes, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go do robotics. I'll just do the best I can.
Okay.
I do have help this year, so that's good.
Yeah.
And that's all I can really do.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's 71 degrees out there and just a gorgeous, clear autumn day. And I'm arriving into downtown at 1:20, which is in plenty of time. Not one spot. Not one. None. Zero. Nada. Someone even illegally parked probably ran into the office. The only time it really matters is right after school when the YMCA or the Salvation Army or one of the other places has to put the bus there to load up some kids. And then of course out front here, nobody better ever park there. Ruby got the notification for 2019.32.12.1. I'll put it on when we get home. So Ruby finished downloading the software update, and I'll actually have to put it on when I get home from taking Johnny to Taekwondo. I got what I needed from PetSmart. Johnny was a bit bummed that I went in there without him, but his friend Jonathan was not working tonight, so he doesn't normally work Thursdays. All right, we're home and I've kicked off the software update.